Hello, how are you? I'm in my farm. I've been here very early to commence work for the day. Generally, that is my routine every single day of the week, and it pays off for you to always be in your farm. There are so much benefits that comes from you being on ground. Looking after your business yourself. Um, this morning, I'm going to be talking about a few things to help farmers to, navigate through the difficult, or will I say, more difficult situation in fish farming business. And I want to also say that the difficulties that we are facing in fish farming business today is not peculiar to the fish farming business. All across other businesses, there is a lot of struggles, and it is not so alone in Nigeria. It is a global issue because there are too many problems right now that our world is going through. We are fighting battles on different fronts, and this has affected immensely the economy of the world, locally and internationally, and it will fall back on businesses and so on and so forth. But you see, whenever things like this happen, businessmen and businesswomen should think about adequate measures to engage themselves in to keep their businesses afloat, to keep their businesses alive. Take, for instance, the high rise of fish feed. Was of this period because every day you go to buy your fish feed, something has been added to it. Now, the fault is not from the producers of fish feed, but the fault is actually as a result of the bad economy, which is affecting so many things like exchange rate, you know, the procurement of raw materials, which is becoming extremely difficult for the feed producers. Um, if you go to foreign exchange, you discover that for them to even get foreign exchange now to import a few things to put feed together, it's a lot difficult. You might say we might call feed local, some foreign. Even the local feed, if they have to be standard and good enough, there are a lot of things they import to put the good local feeds together, and this will need foreign exchange, dollar and all that, you know. And then a few things that they can access here locally has become a lot difficult for them to assess these things. Um, this has impacted heavily upon the production of fish feed. So if anybody out there is thinking that maybe fish feed will go down, I think you should think differently. It's not going to go down now. So instead of waiting for fish feed to go down, you should take proactive measures. Do something that will help your farm going. Do something that will enable you buy uh, fish feed even at the ever rising costs. And the two things, like as it were, I want to talk about today, or three things I want to talk about today. Number one is about re-strategizing. I always say that, look, you cannot stop rain from falling, but you can get an umbrella ready for the rain. So we can't stop the fish feed from rising. That means that we have to re-strategize, and in re-strategizing, we have to re-strategize always now, not re-strategize today and go to sleep tomorrow. Every day you come to your farm, you re-strategize. What do I do? What should I not do? By re-strategizing or re-strategizing, I mean replanning. Replanning the whole arrangement of how you have been keeping your farm. This morning, as I came in today, I have rearranged something again in my farm to help me to keep going. So that is what it is. You have to keep rearranging, replanning, and reorganizing major things, and plan and strategies you have put in place in your business, so that you will be able to weather the harsh business climate that we are facing today in fish farming, and not maybe, but in other businesses also. Now, if you do not know what it means to re-strategize, talk to somebody who is re-strategizing. Talk to somebody who is reorganizing his strategies in his farm. There's no shame in talking to somebody. There is no that you forget about the idea of making yourself. Forget about the idea of thinking that you are learning and somebody's teaching you. Because what I notice amongst us, is that we all like to be teachers rather than learners. But let me tell you the truth: teachers don't go too far. It is learners that actually, go very far. I might be doing this video, but I'm always learning. Always. I don't stop learning. When I go to where farmers are, even those who I believe I know more than, I keep quiet. I allow them to talk a lot of things, and good enough, I take a few things, one or two things from them. Even the people I think I know more than. So do not be ashamed to ask people, and do not withhold, using money to get experience or information. Do not do that. It is you are running a business for crying out loud. You are running a business, and if you are running a business that you need to increase your profit, it means that you have to also use money to get money. That's what happens. In business, you use money to get money. So if you ask questions and you need to pay for information, pay for the information. But if you know what to do, you can come to your farm and you can re-strategize all the time, you can reorganize all the time. Then go ahead and do it. But you see, in the times we are today, there is no moment of slowing down. There is no room for complacency. We have to be round the clock working, or else the bad economy will swallow you up. It will swallow your business up. So there's no time for sleeping now. You just have to be awake all the time. What I'm trying to say is that you have to be, you have to do these things quickly and always. So that is about re-strategizing. The next thing I want to talk about, today, is about the idea of reducing production costs. Now, because the feed thing is very high, we suffer a lot of power outage. So we have to get our own power in motion by buying a lot of diesel. How much is diesel today? The diesel is about 700 and something naira per liter. And you have to buy it. Now, the high cost of diesel is not just a problem in this country or this continent, but the war in Ukraine is affecting the gas and petroleum sector very badly. Those two countries are responsible for doing a lot of these things. And since there's a lot of war going on, there's a lot of problems going on there. They can't do that. Even wheat importation, Ukraine and Russia, I think they're the biggest wheat suppliers, and wheat producers, and fish feed needs a lot of wheat. So these are all the problems. So now you cannot stop this thing. So that's what I'm saying, that we have to be able to get to do these things to get our business going. So the idea of reducing production cost comes into play. Now, the production cost in the area where you are supposed to reduce is not the area of feed, because you cannot ask the feed people to reduce their price. It's not the area of diesel, because you can ask the diesel people to reduce their price. You look for some other things that you can deal with, where you won't have to spend a lot. So if you take some money out of this spending area, take some money out of this spending area, take some money out of this spending area, you gather all together, you can put it in the area of diesel and put it in the area of fish feed. So concentrate on trying to save money by reducing production cost. When I talk of reducing production cost, I'm not saying you should reduce the way you look after your farm. I'm saying look for ways in which you save wastage. People waste a lot. Take for instance, some people feed fish and think, by feeding the fish a lot, you can get them to grow. Some people feed very wrongly by giving fishes the wrong size of feed and all that. You can save a lot of money by feeding fishes in the right way at the right time. You can save a lot of money by how you pump your water and all that. So look for the areas where you can save money, and then it reduces your production cost, and you gather the monies you have saved and then use it to buy your feed, and then you buy your diesel. Another area I want to talk about is the area of reducing personal expenses. For now that things are so difficult, in order for you to keep your business, remember your business is the source of your income. It is the source of your livelihood. So what you need to do is reduce some other unnecessary expenses. This is not the time for people to be spending money in unnecessary celebrations. This is not the time for people to be buying clothes unnecessarily. This is not the time for people to be, just wasting money anyhow. So you have to cut down on your personal expenses so that you can take back all the monies and plunge it into your business. Now, in a dying economy, what businesses need is constant reinvestment. Like you are pumping money into the business. So if you can handle your personal expenses, reduce the way you spend money, gather the whole lot and put it back into your business rather than spending it frivolously, I can assure you your business will stand at this time. Now, I'll be talking like this next year. I'll be talking like this in the year 2024. No matter how bad the economy gets, because I handle my businesses through these strategies I've given to you guys. If you can do that, if you can heed to what I'm saying, no matter how bad the economy gets, you'll be able to handle your business and keep it afloat. The profit margin might fall a little bit, but your business will still be there and make a profit for you. This is what I want to say to you today. My name is Mr. Greg. Do not forget, the best thing for you to do after listening to such a thing is to subscribe to such wonderful YouTube channel, so that each time such things drop, you'll be able to be the first participant or partaker of it. Thank you, and bye for now.